Welcome, welcome to the sad quarantine stream. The stream when I'm not actually that sad, but I'm definitely on quarantine, helping my friends and loved ones by staying home and not spreading this deadly disease that is COVID-19. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the sad quarantine stream. Today we have a new layout. I just did this. I did it as fast as I could this morning. It's a little bit clunky yet, the video that's on the background, but it works just fine. It's okay. It's okay. New background, new vibe, new visuals. You know, I fully embrace the bisexual flag colors because best colors. Um, and yeah, let me drink some water because hydrating yourself is very important. Very important to hydrate yourself. Yeah, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing okay. I really hope. I hope life is going swiftly. Let's go. So, today we're going to continue our journey through NieR Gestalt. As I have to explain every time, just to be sure that we are not playing NieR Replicant. Right, we're not playing. I know that everybody's playing NieR Replicant, but I'm poor. I don't have enough money to buy NieR Replicant. So that means I decided to play my PS3 copy of NieR Gestalt, right, that I bought like 2 years ago. So that's what's happening. If you want to watch NieR Replicant, I'm sorry. This is NieR Gestalt. This is the old version, right? That's the version I can play. So maybe one day NieR Replicant will get cheap enough for me to be able to buy it on Steam. But right now, it's like almost 300 Brazilian monies, and Brazilians are not rich. Brazilians are very poor right now. I mean, they always were poor, but now we are particularly poor due to a pandemic and a president that hates us. So right now, no money. So we are going to play NieR Gestalt, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Anyway, we are very close to the ending A of NieR Gestalt, so hype. Hype for this ending A of NieR Gestalt. And that's it. I hope you people enjoy this stream as much as I will enjoy for sure, because it's the ending. The ending is a lot of shit happens in the ending of this game, so I hope everyone has fun. I also have to tell people that I have a YouTube channel. If you don't like to watch my streams live, you can watch my stream recorded on YouTube. I'm a little bit late, right? The YouTube channel is a little bit behind. I will try to, after the stream now, after the stream today, I will try to put everything that is not there, right? There's like 2 or 3 streams that I did on Twitch that are not on the YouTube channel. I will try to put them all there today, right? So I'm sorry, but yeah, if you enjoy the quarantine stream but you don't want to watch it live, there is a YouTube channel for that, and the link is below this video. You can click there. Is there anything else I need to say? I'm an artist, and you can commission me, and you can follow me on Twitter. And on Twitter, I can answer any commission that you want me to make. You say like, hey, I want you to draw this very weird fetish I have. I will draw it. I will draw your weird fetish. You know why? Because I'm poor, and I need money. Brazil needs money, so yeah, I will draw your fucking your weirdest fetish. Just pay me. Just go on my Twitter. Twitter is right there below in the video. D Giovannini. Giovannini is my surname. I'm Nini Giovannini. I'm Nini. Welcome. So, with all of that said, with all of that introduction said, let's start playing NieR, and let's hope everything works fine. Okay, NieR, let's press the start button. Let's put the audio on. Everything should work. I think everything is okay. I don't think I forgot anything. Let's continue our game. It would be this save. So let's go. Let me raise my volume. I can barely hear the game. So now I can use the keys that I got to save my daughter, Yona. Let's see how loud the game is. It's a bit loud. There. I think there is fine. As always, if you have some complaint about the audio, if you want me to raise the volume of anything, please tell me. Raise or lower the audio or anything, please tell me. I will adjust the stream for your needs, for your tastes, your desires. Go. As always, I'm a rolling man in this game. NieR is a rolling man. He rolls all the time because it's the faster way of locomotion. Oh yeah, I cannot go through here, right? I have to go... Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I have to use the boat. I forgot about the boat. Use the boat. Let's go. Look at all those goats. Are they like wild goats? I don't think there's anyone taking care of those goats. I think they're just wild. The wildest of goats. Bling, bling, bling. Bling, 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 bling. Wait, do I have to talk to someone that I forgot to talk to? Do I need to talk to Popola? Oh my god, good start of the stream where I just go back and forth. Without no... Okay, I need to talk to Popola first. Okay. I need to ask permission. She's my mom. Mother, can I go save my daughter? Oh, they're both here. Devil and Popola.
You're really gonna do it?
You're really gonna do it?
The whole
Yes.
village is buzzing. They say you're gonna rescue Yona.
It's true. This is my final journey.
Hard to believe this is the end.
I'll bring her back. I promise.
About that.
What?
Nothing. Never mind. Popola just loves to worry. Anyway, you be careful. Yes, do be careful.
I will. Watch over the village while I'm gone.
Let's go. Oh wait. Oh yeah, there's a boat over here. I forgot there's a boat here. Let's get the boat. Look at all those side quests I'm not doing on stream. Let's go. I want to go to the Lost Shrine here path. Hello, welcome.
Ready?
Welcome,
Let's all
Corey.
make it back alive, okay?
Welcome to the first ending of NieR.
It's a plan.
The first of 4 endings. You always show up at the endings of this game. Let's go. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, it has 4 endings. And you have to beat the game 4 times. It's not very fun, but I think I'm going to do it. Let's go. Like, let's ignore all these people. I have the power of rolling. Okay, let's kill some of them, right? Let's go. Wah. Okay. Are you dead, sir? Okay, he is dead. Good. I love murder. I love genocide. Let's go. This is a big stairs. Big ladder. Can do it. Come on, NieR. Oh, more ladder. Okay, good. Fantastic. Oh fuck! Now we're gonna have to climb the ladder again. Oh, come on. Did you like my new layout, Kaori? Oh my, sir, let me climb this ladder, sir. For the love of God. Okay, thank you. Okay. You're kind of hypnotized. Oh, I don't know if that's good or not. I tried to go for a Earthbound kind of aesthetic here. I don't know if I succeeded. You know, when you are fighting monsters in Earthbound and it's very psychedelic. I like that aesthetic. Let's go. Kinda, right? Just a little bit, just kinda. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna ignore these people. Just a little bit, you know. Speedrun of the ending. Is the music in the game too loud? I hope it's not. I think it's not. Okay, that guy was paying balls. Don't do that, sir. It's okay, then it's fine. Please, people, just die. Let me do my genocide in peace. Just a little genocide as a treat. Okay, I'm gonna ignore these people a little bit. Yeah, a lot of blood. These things have so much blood inside their systems. Like, I think in one of the streams, Val started to calculate the amount of blood. She started to making math about what would happen if you had this much blood. I think this has more blood than a Mortal Kombat game. Look at that much. Look at the amount of blood. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, her nurse powers. She's becoming very powerful. She's becoming a very powerful nurse. She can't contain her powers anymore. I think it's because she got the second vaccine, right? So she's like extra powerful now. Let's go. Let's go finish her. What is this? Strength capsule. No thanks. Oh, a boss. I think I can ignore this boss, but let's do it. Just. Oh my god. He's eating very big balls. Oh shit. Oh my god, he smacked me around. Oh no. Shit. Okay, he died. Okay, where? Okay, just have to go forward now. Medicinal herb. Oh, come on, I'm going to open this door. Let's go. It's speed running. Let's do like Vlad and just like ignore everyone. Dodge all the zombies. Exactly. Why play the game if you can just be Ronaldinho and just driblar? Oh yeah, sure. I was super sleepy yesterday watching him because I'm baby, right? But at the same time, I kind of wish he finished the game because I'm curious to know how the game ends. I'm very curious to know how that game ends. I wonder when he's going to play again. I don't know what's his schedule of streaming. I really feel like he was close to the end. I think in the next stream, he's just going to stream for 15 minutes and it's going to be over. Let's go. I think it's just like one of those horror concepts that are like, hey, it's scarier if you don't know anything, right? It's scarier if you don't know what the fuck the monster is. So I think it's one of those. I mean, it really looks like it's inspired in Junji Ito because of the character designs. And Junji Ito is kind of like that, like shit just happens, you know? But it's still, I still want to know if the main character is going to die or not, or if it's like a hopeful ending or a downer ending. Let's go. I've killed enough. Now for the next part. fuck? I think I fell into the wrong place. I have to jump here. And then jump here. And then do... I think if you don't accept, the protagonist will die. I think if that's the case, I think the protagonist is going to die too. My bet is that if he doesn't have like a friend of or like a romantic interest to save with him, I think that means he's going to die too. That is usually how things goes in those horror things, right? If a guy is surviving, he's usually surviving with someone.
Such an
Only girls
ominous
survive
sight,
alone.
and yet I find it strangely nostalgic.
Yeah. This is where Vice and I first met.
Wow! This is where you used to live, Vice?
Well, yes, I suppose. In a technical sense.
Pretty nice digs for a floating magazine.
At least it was free from annoying hussies like yourself.
I bet the ending will be like a downer.
And now the path is open.
Oh, he's probably just waiting to appear again, the monster, the final monster in that game. The path is open. Let's go. Time for big revelations. Are you hyped, Cody? You've been watching this game since the beginning. Oh my god, this medieval game has concrete on it. Is this light? Is this electric light? Is this a modern building? Is that a city over there? Like a regular modern city? What's happening? Is this kind of out of place? I mean, it is. It is extremely out of place.
To whom does the true voice speak? To whom does the true form show itself? You must answer.
It can talk!
I ask. Why did humans disappear from your world?
The hell should I know?
Patience. I believe this is some manner of password.
A password?
Yes. The correct answer should grant us access to the castle. I feel confident I have heard this somewhere before.
To whom does I ask? Why did humans disappear from your world? You must answer.
Because of the black disease.
I answer.
There was a
because of the
pandemic.
black disease.
I ask, how can humans extend their lives?
By separating body from the soul.
I answer by separating body from soul.
I ask, what is the destination of souls?
They are placed in their corresponding shells.
I answer they are placed in their corresponding shells.
Very well. You are acknowledged as master. You may enter.
Well then, seems the way is open.
Okay, let's go. Oh wait, there was a box there. Fuck. I should have got the box.
It's the twins from your village.
Oh my god, plot twist.
Popola, Devila, what are you doing here?
Hey, any chance you'll just go back to the village? This is a very dangerous place. Even if you can find Yona here, you probably can't get her out.
How did you get here?
Shh. We're asking questions right now.
I'm here to rescue Yona. Why are those two here?
Shh. We're asking questions right now.
I'm here to rescue
dice.
Yona.
Well, I guess we don't have a choice. No, I suppose not. How sad.
Okay, the mayor of my village, the two mayors of my village, they never grow
We
old.
didn't want to fight you. It's true. We didn't want to.
Devila? What's happening?
Oh
Sorry.
my god.
This is our fate. I spoke the truth. We did not want to. We wanted to put it off for 100 years or so, until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
No.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
you need to kill your
It's a
friends.
lie.
Isn't
I
that
don't believe it.
cool? They've been helping me all this time, and now they're just like, hey, time to kill you. Where are they? There they are.
I never thought you'd grow to be this powerful.
This is madness. Why do you block our path?
You have no cause to speak so as Grimoire Vice. You are a traitor.
Let's go.
What now?
Oh my god, they're stealing the power of my book. Shit is happening.
They copied my powers.
Shit on a shingle. They can use the sealed verses.
Oh fuck. They have my powers.
In the first place. We simply loaned you a small portion of it.
Vice, are you alright?
Devila, Popola, why are you doing this? Why are you
Oh my god,
siding with the
Kaney is
shade?
dead again. Oh no, she's back. Okay. Let's go. Choom. Choom. Okay. Where are they? One is here and the other is here. Oh shit. Okay, come on. I wish the camera in this game was better. Like, having to control the camera all the time is kind of shitty. I wish there was a lock-on of some kind. Okay. Let's go.
Why?
The
Why?
answer to every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadow Lord.
The Shadow Lord? You've been on his side this whole time?
You must search for that answer yourself. You've got to face your own truth now. Please, enter the Shadow Lord's castle.
Okay, I wish I could do that. I wish I could get inside a bubble and just fly away.
Devila and Popola are fighting us.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of...
You all right there?
How odd. For long years, my mind and tongue have been my greatest assets. But now the latter seems to be far... here.
Oh no, my book is dying.
Weiss?
Don't look at me like that. I am Grimoire Weiss. I am perfectly
I think I hear a waltz.
Oh yeah. Perfectly normal. Let's go. Let's dance, shall we? La, da, da, la, da, la, da,
It certainly is a grand affair.
Bunch of dancing bastards.
They're all shades.
Ah, royal ball, how utterly...
I think we're locked in.
Not like I was planning to leave.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
Jesus Christ. That thing hit me hard. Shit. I need to be careful. If I'm not careful, I might die. I don't want to die. That sucks. Dying sucks. Hot take. Dying sucks. Let's go. Dead. Let's go. Okay. I'm watching this game since the beginning. I didn't get this started off. Wait, are you? So the whole thing. I think that it's one of those games that they will explain it in the end. Like in the end, we're very close to the plot though, where the game will basically sit down and explain everything. So just be a little bit patient, right? Just give it like half an hour, and you will understand everything. And if you don't, I will explain, because the game is very bad at explaining shit. Why is everybody so shiny all of a sudden? What does that mean? Is that a glitch? I think that's a glitch because I'm emulating it. You want a class about? Oh, but I want a class about that one too. I didn't watch the beginning of the NieR stream. Why are they in the house? Did the game explain why they are in the house? When I started watching, like, shit was already happening. Yeah, I got slapped.
I'll open the next door.
You know the
Cover me.
suicidal kid? Yes, I know. What about him? Did he start everything?
Knock it off, Weiss.
Is he the one that started everything?
Good plan, let's go.
Protect Kanye for us.
I missed.
Door.
Fuck.
Come on. Oh, come on.
Kinda, hurry!
It's not open yet?
Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
Oh, so they decided to visit the haunted
What
house.
are you doing?
So they knew it
Lock
was a
doesn't wanna
haunted
open?
house.
Fine.
Oh,
I'll
what a
just
bunch of
break it down.
assholes.
Goddamn no good bullshit bastard! Come on! Got it.
Kaine, look out!
Oh my god, a bunch of eggs.
They're crying or laughing.
Let's kill the babies.
Freaking me out.
Kill the babies.
We need to help Kaine.
Kaine, what's wrong?
Oh yeah, let's help our friend.
You okay?
Yeah, but we got problems.
The babies. Oh my god, he's going to make a mecha made out of babies. A baby mecha. Okay.
No need for forgiveness, asshole.
Shit.
Kaine.
It's Ganondorf. Oh shit! Motherfucker has a ground pound.
How should I know?
Kaine, are you alright?
Fine.
Oh my god,
Kill
Dad.
some shit and move on, alright?
Damn it! How can something so big be so fast?
Shit. He's hard. And not in a sexy way. Just in the annoying way. No, you stop that.
Brace yourself against the shock!
Let's go. Okay,
Got it.
got the pig.
Hey,
Oh no! There are more than one. Shit! Garbage. Fuck. Who the fuck put armor in a pig? That seems like too much. Like, come on. Please. Please. Please die. I'm almost out of healing items. Oh, he's immortal. Oh, cool. He cannot die. It's locked. The door is locked.
Oh no!
Stop now. Damn it.
Stay focused, Kaine. No, don't fall victim to such distractions.
Come on! We have to keep going! Move it!
This way. Move.
Let's go. This pig is too powerful. Watch Mononoke, and since then I'm kind of afraid of big pigs. Oh, I have to watch that movie again. It's been a while. Yeah, I got the dragon lance. I like the lances.
Up here!
With the snow herb. Let's go. Oh my god, the thing is coming for me.
Please hurry!
I'm hurrying. I'm going as fast as I can. Which is not very much, but...
Damn it, I can't get it open.
Oh my god, what will we do now?
Coming! Strike
Shit.
the beast while it's down.
He even put more armor on. Who put more armor into him? On him, I mean.
The entrance is locked too.
Seems that we're in a bit of a predicament.
I'm stabbing him in the dick. I think that will work. Oh shit. Did a ground pound. I think it's the stabbing in the dick technique is the best one.
Hit the thing while it's down.
Tell me.
No!
Having the jig technique. Oh, really? He has a Twitch channel? What a terrible thing. Oh my god. No, you don't look like that kind of person. Fuck him. Twitch doesn't know anything. Oh my god. It's the king of facade. But no, Kaori, you don't look like a far-right asshole. On the contrary. Maybe it's just like... I don't know, maybe you have like some weird thing in common, like you both like anime, I don't know. And that's enough for Twitch to think you are like...
You are correct.
the same kind of person. I mean, gamers are famous for being assholes, right? So maybe Twitch just was like, hey, this girl's the gamer, so maybe she's a far-right asshole. But you are not. No one here is. You should put the LGBT tag on your stream. I don't know if you use the LGBT tag on your stream. You should do that. Just to make sure.
Hey, stop! Let me go! Stop it!
What's the point of use this tag? Oh, it's just like if you are LGBT, you make sure that your stream is safe. Right? If people are... You know...
No!
Oh my god, the king just sacrificed himself.
Fight them on your own!
I mean, a lot of gamers are assholes, so I think if you are LGBT, going for the LGBT tag is a way of just like saying that, hey, this is a safe stream. Right? I want to go to a safe stream. Oh, you're just Demi? I don't know if Demi counts or not. I thought you were bi too. I keep thinking everyone is bisexual.
あんた改めてウラヌペルはどっち
I don't need to kiss a girl to know you're bisexual. You just have to want to kiss a girl.
Come on, let's go.
Kaine.
He's fighting for you, and for Fira. Don't let him die for nothing.
Okay, the king of a country just died for us. Okay. Let's go. Okay, we are close to the ending. The triumphant and very happy ending of NieR. Spirit capsule. Okay, everything in the plot is going to be explained now. Right, this is the plot dump. Everybody pay attention. I'm gonna even raise the volume of the game.
Devila! Popola!
Oh, look. You made it. We've been waiting for so long.
What the hell is going on?
What the hell is going on?
It began 1,300 years ago.
1,300 years ago. That's a lot of time. That's 1,300.
Humanity, finding itself on the brink of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
Project Gestalt.
Gestalt?
Do you still not remember, Grimoire Weiss? Then let's give you a refresher.
Obtain the Project Gestalt documents.
Weiss!
My mind. I remember. Devila, Popola, you are not human. In fact. Oh no.
No one is human.
Yeah, sometimes the truth can be a real bitch. You want to finish that thought for him, sister? All of us, every person standing in this room, are mere shells created by the true humans.
You lie.
Nope, not this time. You're not human. None of us are.
So then humans, I mean the true humans, they're extinct?
No, they still live on. You know them as shades.
So the shades we were fighting were the souls, and we are just husks. We are just shells. To put the husks on, we are not really humans. Humans died 1,300. What? 13,000 years ago? from a disease, and now, yeah.
Each shade is a twisted remnant of what was once a human being.
Crazy, huh? Now let's skip the part where you stand there with your mouths agape and just get down to business.
Wait. Wait.
Sorry, but we're gonna be needing that shell of yours. The rightful owner has been waiting for a very long time.
And the Shadow Lord is our soul.
Please don't be angry with us. We are only doing our duty.
And our daughter is the shell of the daughter of the Shadow Lord. Right? The Shadow Lord, all this time, the Shadow Lord is trying to save his daughter. Right? Just as we are trying to save our daughter. But our daughter and his daughter are kind of the same person, but different entities.
Under the command of the true humans, we live eternally for the sole purpose of controlling others. That's the only reason we exist. You have your own motives, your own desires. And we have ours. I fear it really is just that simple.
Don't speak such foolishness.
Oh,
Sorry.
it was a bug. You see, PS3 emulation is not perfect. Okay, I know that there's going to be a fight now, but where is it? Don't I have that now? World edit, martial arts, documents. Okay, so now we have the documents for Project Gestalt. Let's read it. It's reading time. Project Gestalt Report 0923. As noted in the previous report, implementation of Gestalt mode can prevent the white chlorination syndrome. That's the disease that destroyed humanity. White chlorination syndrome. We recently experienced. The game started with a music called "Snow in Summer." That's because it's not snow we were seeing; it was salt. This disease caused humans to become salt. Right. Transfer of bodily information to civilization repressed replicants is proceeding as planned, with the genes of the original safely stored inside. Our whole role as surveillance androids to prepare for when the incurable bacterial disease eventually dies out is also underway. So far, this is proceeding without issue. Observer 021, codename Popola. Project Gestalt Report 9182. This document discusses potential strategies for the relapse cases we have observed in recent years. The term relapse, of course, refers to the catastrophic loss of sentience seen in certain gestalts. This syndrome has defied even our most pessimistic initial estimates, and continues to trend upwards with disturbing speed. With some relapsed gestalts beginning to attack replicants, there is an urgent need to take comprehensive action. We remain convinced that an unknown technological defect in the gestalt transformation process is responsible for the condition, but so far have been unable to confirm this theory. Research of these conditions is now on our top priority and look likely to continue for some time. So, gestalts are the souls and replicants are the shells. If you watch Ghost in the Shell, okay, no, I'm joking. So yeah, gestalts are the soul and replicants are the shells, right? We have been playing as a replicant, right, as a shell, right, and we have been fighting gestalts that start going crazy. Right, so some of the shows, some of the gestalts starting going crazy and attacking replicants that are us. Project Gestalt Report 10432. Shorthand minutes to case study 23. Emergency Response Conference. Committee Special Meeting. Issue. Observed upward trend in relapses. Issue. Acceleration of restoration schedule. Report. Debate over using codename NieR for human restoration schedule. Preparation to launch WISE, the coding system for above. Other collection of guidance and release code for NieR alongside WISE launch. So, the books. The books are computers made to connect the body and the souls again. After the disease is already gone, right? After the disease finally dies, the souls can go back to their bodies, to their gestalts, right? And the books serve that purpose, right? WISE, Grimoire WISE and Grimoire NieR together. Project Gestalt Report 11242. We have determined that the rise of relapses was due to an unexpected spike in the sentience of replicants, as well as a genetic instability within the original Gestalt. It seems the original effect on bodies that have undergone the Gestalt process was not anticipated in advance. Immediate action must be undertaken to identify the links between this trend and the original Gestalt, along with his daughter, the relapse case known as Yona. Along with his daughter, not only along. The observer contact group is growing uneasy, so finding a solution for the relapse issue should be considered a top priority. See other reports for more details. Okay, so yeah, so apparently the bodies, the shells, they were not supposed to become sentient, right? They are not supposed to become aware of themselves as being people, and that started the whole thing. Right now, the bodies, the shells are people. They have personalities, they have needs. They created a small society, a weird, small, rudimentary society. They did it. Let me drink water. And that's making some of the souls, the original humans, the souls, go like crazy too. Because they're like, oh my god, my body has a mind of his own. Oh no. And that's the whole twist. Let's fight. And this music is fucking amazing. Just hear the music.
Nothing like you. None of us are.
Let's go. Okay, I have enough health items for this fight, but there is another fight after this one, and I don't know. Yeah. Is everything clear? Any doubt? Any questions about how the fuck this game works? That I think it explained everything. Let's go. Also, the tree, we fought the tree, a plant, in the last stream, and that plant is actually a computer made to gather everyone's memories, the memories and history of humanity, and we just killed that tree, so now humanity doesn't have a past too. So shit is fucked. Shit is fucked. Shit is fucked. Okay, let's try again. Let's be more careful.
We're the same. You and us, tools in the hands of a monster.
Nothing like you. None of us are.
Okay, don't die, please. Hey Davila, I'm kind of killing your sister here. Aren't you going to go down here to help her? Let's go. Maybe I should lower the volume of the game just a little bit. Okay, there we go. Because I think it's going to start to become hard to understand me. Let's be real, my voice is the important one. Do, 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 do. Let's go. Okay. I'm gonna kill your sister. Come here, help her. For fuck's sake. I feel like I'm in one of those machines where you have to hammer a little head that pops up in the holes.
Davila?
Oh, that was Davila.
Davila! Hey, Popola. You crying? No! Don't die! You know,
Song
I
of
understand
Sadness.
now why we're twins. It's because we were born without souls.
What?
Davila, I can't stop the bleeding. Oh God, I can't stop it. This world is
There is
too
no
lonely
blood.
for one without a soul. There's too much emptiness. Our souls are missing, but our tears still work. That's kind of weird. Sorry, sis. I love you. Davila! Davila! Don't you go! No, no, I can't be alone! Davila!
Popola. Let's stop this now.
Stop. Stop. You want me to stop? You think I have the luxury to stop? You cut down my sister like an animal, and you tell me to stop?
Popola, wait! It doesn't have to.
No one stops! It's way too late to stop! No one stops!
That's a good scream. Congratulations, voice actress. You did a good scream.
Nothing to you.
You did a good
Those
one.
two have watched the world wither for time immemorial. Cruelness of
I really don't understand the line she said about her being a... Oh, we are twins because we don't have souls? And I like... What?
Stop whining and start fighting! It's the only way!
Like, what does it have to do with anything?
Devil, no.
Okay. Let's go.
No stopping. No stopping ever.
The bridge!
Blast, we're
Oh my god, Papa NieR has no lips.
I've got an idea.
I fear we're done for.
It'll be all right. You know, when I was young, I hated my eyes. And now that I'm older, I hate what my body has become. But there's something else there now. Something like pride. You know? I mean, without all this, I couldn't have become your friend. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you for everything.
Emil?
For so long, all I could do was destroy. But now, I have a chance to save something.
No!
Keep going. Move.
There we go.
Emil.
Don't worry. I'm gonna be fine.
Emil! Emil!
Emil! You jackass, get back here! Emil!
Oh dear. Kaina's so unstable. And Vice can't stop arguing with people. I hope they can hold it together once I'm gone. Well, I guess they'll just have to learn. I want to see you again. I want to see all of you again. Just one more time. I'm scared. I don't want to. Die.
Look at this city. That scene's kind of cool. I like that scene. I like the direction of it. Even though I'm not the biggest Emil fan, that's a well-directed scene. I felt that. Good. Congratulations to whoever was the director of that cutscene. Super effective. Look at this handsome man. Okay, that's somebody's fetish. I think a lot of the gamers want to get punched by Kaine. Oh, see, they are in love. These two people that barely talk with each other are in love.
Let's go.
Cool.
Sure.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh my god, more monsters. I don't have time for that. Oh, I guess I have. The door's not opening, so I have to kill them. Blade! Let's go. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. And now it makes sense that like some of the shades drop like use cookbook, right? They drop human shit. That's why they drop human shit. 'Cause they are human. I don't understand why there are so many children fighting me, right? That doesn't look like a nice thing. But okay. Okay. The game didn't let me save, so I hope like nothing bad happens, like the power goes down or my computer dies, the internet goes down. Because the game did not let me save.
Yona.
He's a big butterfly, a very edgy butterfly. It's Elf from Death Note. Welcome to the end of the game.
Strike hard.
So you basically lost everything, but since I'm going to beat this game like 4 times, you're going to have time to learn the plot twist again.
How could a mere tool hope to stand against the Shadow Lord?
By the way, welcome, King.
I am nothing like you.
time to fight the Shadow Lord. Oh fuck.
No, impossible!
Is it the human who is the real owner of NieR's body? Yes. NieR's soul is a big butterfly man.
Strike it when it has stopped!
The Shadow
Don't
Lord.
relax yet, it's not over!
Shit. But first I think we are fighting the book, right? This is the Grimoire Noir. Let's fight Grimoire Noir. Let's go. We destroyed the book. Now
Be
for
careful.
the daddy.
You too.
Let's go, daddy. Daddy butterfly, let's go. I'm just kicking your ass. Let's do something. Oh fuck, it did something. I digress. Go back to doing nothing, please.
Vice, you alright?
Naturally.
Oh shit.
I am as speed as a bit.
Oh shit. That move always gets me. Thank you, Kaine. Okay, half his health is already out. Oh, it's my daughter! The pure daughter. Is her my daughter? Is she my daughter?
Dad.
Yona.
Oh no! Her soul is already with her body.
What?
Dad. Stop. Please. I don't want this anymore. I don't need someone else's body. I don't want it. There's another girl inside this body. I can hear her. She keeps crying. She says she wants to see her dad.
Yona's been possessed?
This girl loves her father too, as much as I do. She loves him just as much. It's not right that she can't see him. Are you Dad?
Yes, I am dead.
Yes, I am. Let's go home.
I'm sorry, Dad. I don't know what to... I'm so very sorry. I love you, Dad. I love you.
Oh, you only noticed now? Cool.
Hurry. The shade that possessed her is gone.
No, you're not dumb, honey. You're very nice. And smart. Okay, final fight.
You want me to understand your sadness? You think I'm gonna sympathize with you? I swore to protect my daughter and my friends. If someone puts them in danger, they must stand aside or be cut down. Come on, let's go.
Let's go. Fight. Butterfly man, come here.
Vice,
Where's the butterfly man? I wish there was a lock line.
All is right.
Okay, do something, book. Oh, he died. Okay.
Father, one moment, please.
you okay?
Fine, just fine. All right, no, I'm not.
Vice,
It seems that some headstrong idiot has decided to push me beyond my limits.
I was barely
I should have
using
taken
you.
that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
Vice, I'm sorry.
Only joking. I hate cookbooks.
But
Let's go out of the way. I have one final task to fulfill.
where are you going?
Why, to stop him, of course. But after that, it's up to you. Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
You can't. I swore to fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn man. You know that, don't you? Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Vice,
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name? Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
Vice. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.
Okay, the book is dead. Let's go.
I
god. Oh, fuck. Yeah. 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 Now the dad kills the dad. The two fathers. Okay. And that's the end of ending A of NieR. Everybody clap. We did it. Now we only have to do the same thing 3 more times. Yeah. With only slight changes. I think I'm just going to watch... I think we're just going to watch a bunch of YouTube videos now. Are you guys okay with that? If I just watch the other endings on YouTube with you guys? Are you guys okay with that?
Yona, are you all right? Oh, God, no.
Oh, please, the girl is fine.
Weiss? Where are you? I can't see you.
That is because I have lost my physical form. Doubtless my voice will be the next to go, so listen closely. Your Yona is safe. Do not mourn her, and do not give up hope. Instead, you must call her back to you.
How do I do that?
Use your memories. Recall the times you spent with Yona. Present her with proof that the two of you live still, and that your lives have meaning.
I don't know.
Typical. But take heart. I know you can do it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Angel Wise. What's your favorite food? Cookies.
What's
Okay,
my favorite book? That's my magic storybook. What's my favorite place? Home. As long as you're around. What's my favorite flower? The lunar tear, of course. Okay, one more question. Who do I love more than anyone?
Is it me? Is it NieR? Is it me? This is not the right name. What the fuck? Wait. Or maybe I have to write it exactly the same. NieR. Okay, I have to put... I forgot to press shift.
Dad?
Uppercase and...
Yona.
Is this my body?
Yes, yours, and yours alone.
You look stronger than before. You look good.
Well, you haven't seen me for a long time.
Have I been asleep?
I think so.
Wow. It's like I'm a princess from some fairy tale.
I'm so happy, Yona. I'm so very happy.
Oh, Dad.
Kaine?
You two have a good life. Okay?
Where are you gonna go, Kaine?
No, I'll...
You could stay with us.
Thanks, but I'll pass. You know how it is. I got my own shit to take care of.
What do you mean?
Personal shit. that doesn't involve you. Take it easy, all right?
Kaine.
Dad, look. It's beautiful. For the longest time, someone kept calling out to me, wanting to see the light. And now, we can finally see it.
Wait, he didn't lose an arm? An eye? What was the eye patch for? Wait, was he using an eye patch? Or it was just a mask? Am I crazy? I think I am crazy.
It's so sunny today.
Yeah. It sure is.
Yeah, she does seem younger. Okay, so this is the ending A of NieR. So, I think the beginning of the second playthrough is actually kind of okay. So we're going to play the beginning of the ending B, right? And then we're going to watch everything on YouTube. Just so you guys understand what the fuck it's the ending B. The second time you play NieR, the game starts from halfway through, right? And you play from the perspective of Kaine, right? You don't play as her, but you play from her perspective in a weird way. So the big twist is that Kaine can understand the shades. So Kaine always knew that the shades were human since the beginning. Because she's half shade, so she always knew. And she was possessed by not her soul, but the soul of a bad guy that wants to kill a lot of people. And that's it. So the second playthrough, it actually starts from halfway through, and you get subtitles for every shade in the game, right? But it's like you have to play everything again from halfway to the end of the game, and it's kind of boring. So I don't know if I want to do that or not. I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking. I don't know. Like, I feel like I have a responsibility, that I have to do this. At the same time, I'm kind of bored. No, like everybody that plays NieR says, hey, you have to do all of the endings. Doing only one ending is not playing NieR. That's what everyone says. Like, play NieR one time is not playing NieR. It's not beating NieR. You have to play 4 times. That also goes for NieR Automata. Do, 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 do. Look at the people in this credit. Thank you, people, for working on the video games industry. I don't like this game very much, but thank you anyway. Do, do, do. Go. My little dog keeps like opening her mouth just because I breathe in the microphone sometimes. That's funny. Let's save. Ending B, load your clear save data after completing the game to be able to experience Kane's story. Okay, so let's listen to the beginning of Kane's story, right? Let's continue from one of the saves.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past.
So we start
Maybe
from the moment we
my mind
freed
has been
Kaine
confusing
from the
her with
rock.
my sister this whole time.
We unpetrify
go.
her. This is where the second playthrough starts. Kaine's dreams, discrimination. Okay, let's read. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out in the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly towards the wooden hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. Because she's intersex, I think that's what the text is desperately trying to say, communicate to you without being blunt, is that, hey, she's intersex. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then the child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on, come on. The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vein slowly creaked to life. spinning his way, and that for a moment it finally settled with the beak pointing firmly toward the east. East? Really? Before the vane could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, finally striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me! The heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sounds of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo, Kaine! The voice belonged to Demo. Worst of all, the bullies of the area. Oh, not a bully. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bouncing against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision. But she could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentors' parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to this sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated, and if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demons were chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt me. He can hurt. Oh look, the little freak is gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from the world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they choose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless, a failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine could meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of oat meat in his breath. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with thick fingers and yanked it upwards. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. You were a freak. No, I'm not. Did you just say no? Demo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he called to his cohorts. Come on, guys, let's give the freak what she deserves. As soon as Demons finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Demon paused, still grinding, as Kaine curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like as a girl for? Huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Kaine ignored the questions, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east as if supremely confident about the future it has chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak, chanted the children. Freak, freak, freak. Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare to open a single blood-caked eye. Kenny was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood wheeling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god, he's crying. He's actually crying. Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if waiting for someone to step forward to take charge. When no saber emerged, they began to uneasily shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scar before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastard ever touch my Kenny again, you do far worse and throw a rock. You can count on it. The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. Whoa! Whoa! He screamed, leaping to his feet. Stop it! What are you doing? Quit whining. And no one ever died from a scratch. You hit me with a rock. You stupid bitch. A big one. That thing could kill me. The woodman shrugged. Death's the best cure for stupid. Demo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kainen, he took a step backward and spat on the ground. Get out! Leave the village! No one wants you here, either of you! Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. Ha! Look at the fat boy go. Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight. So just a little commentary about this story. I think it's a bit ironic that the story is going very far to say like, hey, look at how these bad people are bad for discriminating other people, right? For discriminating Kaine for being intersex and all. But the evil dude is fat, and the game is like, hi, it's fat. He's fat. So like, good. Your lesson about not discriminating people for their bodies is great. When you just have a lot of phobia for fat people now, you just portraying fat people as being evil. Like, congratulations, game. Congratulations. Don't body shame unless the person is fat. Then it's fat evil. The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed the shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders. Then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting at the blood on her forehead. Oh, Kaine, she said, why did you fight back? You were stronger than that lot. The words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away. Don't be nice to me, she said. I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore. Her tears, held in cheek for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead. As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hand on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away. Don't talk like that, Kaine. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt the crossing. You gotta dirty to fight until your last breath. Understand? The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know because you survived it. The words hit home. Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caked her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. Do I make you sick, Grandma? Course not. Don't be an ass. Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shrouded. But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't. Hush, interrupted Grandma. I will not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter, and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell. With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable. And the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. Oh my gosh. These are Luna tears. Grandma, you made this for me? Luna tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one. And yet, her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath as if she could believe it was real. Where did you find these? Oh, you know, just stumbled them one day while I was out doing the shopping. The old woman turned away as she was explaining, leading Kaine to suspect that the search had been much more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kaine's heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right, said her grandma as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with delicate work. But it sure looks good on a pretty girl like you. Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Course you are. What a fool thing to say. Thank you, Grandma. Her grandma smiled. We're going to be fine, you and me, she said. Long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaine stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world. Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away from the breeze. Kaine's dreams, daily life. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard from a barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. A stupid piece of shit axe. Kinda grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. "Grandma," called Kaine. "What?" yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. "Oh, it's you, Kaine. Don't get too close, or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake." She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spoon passed Kaine close enough for her to hear the whistle, and at which point she decided to step back. Once she scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, "Grandma, do you need help? I can get your water or lunch or a new axe or something." The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, then smiled. Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can go get water? Shades have been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards. Relinquishing the axe, her grandma... I think I need to drink some water. Just a second. It's hard to read for long periods of time, and also I don't speak English very well. So it feels like I have a knot in my tongue. Yeah, and the story's not even close to ending. Thank you for the compliment on my English, but I know I'm pronouncing a lot of shit wrong. Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Katie knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Katie did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Katie knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Katie moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the Eyrie. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers. And her granddaughter. And rare were the days where any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they call home. Kinda enjoying the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kinda turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman had hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with the solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe around her head and threw it along log and all across the yard. Damn it, oh crap. She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with a blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form in her small, pinky hands. This is tough, and my logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sign, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezing laugh. "Pretty clumsy girl! You better practice with you." Her grandma suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. "Grandma!" The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket. Can't let it spill." Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress. But Kaine didn't notice. Grandma, what's happening?" Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother, by the shoulders and shook. What does shook mean exactly? After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and baited Kaine away. "Stop that! Just stop now!" she cried, breathing heavily. "It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip, it's all." Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared, the positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. "Grandma, you're sick and you need medicine. I'm going to the village." The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her down. "It's all right," she said. "I'll be fine." Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. Shook his shake in past tense. "Oh, thank you. I didn't know that. Thank you." After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. "Well, I don't like it, god damn it. But I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up." The old woman watched Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as an unseen sun made its way across the dark and raining sky, she was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade, or worse, Demo and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors or shades, and Kaine finally found herself at the entrance to the village. To the few adults she could see glance sideways at her, then mutter to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. Hey lady, said Kaine with a bravado she did not feel. Where is the apothecary? The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. How dare this thing speak to me? They seemed to say, but Kaine saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. Yeah, we are both scared, lady. Trust me on this one. Which way? Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kaine cringed. So cringe, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary. But the new emotion had little time to take root. For as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He'd clearly been sent here on some kind of family errand. Because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. Oh my god. He sputtered. I mean, what are you doing here, freak? The insult was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it, striding on tiptoes to see over the counter. She asked the shopkeeper for the medication. Ha! Barked Demo. That old witch finally cow over? Go to hell, Demo. The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out his head. But before he could let fly a comeback, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told them to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Oh, look, there's a bot in the chat. Hello, bot. No, I would love to be famous, but but not like that. So thank you. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour to the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some undecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assailed her nose, creating an scent that was exotic, but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace. Surely, in a world so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall behind the counter rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its magic and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. You like that picture? Kaine turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad, and they seemed to stare through her and into nothing as he spoke. That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time ago. For a long time now. Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. Pictures are wonderful things, continued the shopkeeper. They let the ones closest to you to live on forever. He shook his head slightly, then looked down at Kaine and smiled. Handing her the medicine, he reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. You should have these. There no one left that I wish to draw. Kenny took a distinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. Yes, I've heard the rumors about you. It's a small village, and word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. I knew her grandmother, Collie, and I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable. Grandma's name is Collie? Thought Kaine suddenly. She was still mulling this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the craniums from the apothecary's hand. Your grandmother's is an old friend of mine, he said, as Kenny scooted away yet again, and I own her much. I'm willing to wager that she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much. Kind of murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless. And with enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kaine to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhausting finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. Back here already, are you? Asked her grandmother, with a yawn. Come here, let me have a look at you. Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe, finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild. She leaned back and allowed herself to relax. Well, how was it? Did those bastards give you any trouble? It was kind of fun, said Kaine with a small smile. Seriously, it was. It was fun, was it? Asked her grandma in a voice which implied she believed anything but. So anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know. As she spoke, Kaine removed the craniums from the pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. A portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at wrinkled old grown. But Grandma, I will make you live forever. Horse manure, said the grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. Living forever would just piss me off. But now put those craniums away and help me with dinner. But Kenny would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of her house, as if posing for a master artist. Kenny took up the craniums and eyed her subject carefully, just as her grandma. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the work. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all. I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought this cranium would, make drawing easy or something. The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. Let me be the judge of that, she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out and laughed. Oh, Kaine, she said between laughter. You truly are my blood. You are as clumsy as me, and I loved it. I love it. But hush, I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I will treasure it always. True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kenneth would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kenneth could stand it no more and asked her grandma to take the artwork down. Hush, said the old woman. I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud. She pondered it for a bit, then turned to Kenny and dropped to one knee. Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I never felt before. And it makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness. It was a moment that burned itself in Kenny's memory, a perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on. People and memories come in and out of a life like ghosts passing through the wall. But this moment will be different, Kanye swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. Kanye's dream, separation. Yeah, it keeps going. There's still a whole chapter to go. So let's go. I can drink more water. Just reading the reading stream. You know visual novels? This is just a novel. I'm just reading a novel now. This is the next evolution of a visual novel. The novel. Yoko Taro really is a genius director for creating the novel. Ah, okay, but I think this is the last chapter. It would help to have some voice acting though. This is basically made to kill streamers. I wonder how many streamers died trying to read this part. Okay. Kindly listen to the sound of crackling firewood and stare at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden desk for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage to give the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug. The old woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. It's no bug, you fool girl, it's a berry. Why in the hell would you be feeding you bugs? I would be feeding you bugs. Well, it sure looks like a bug, said Kaine, and I think it's burnt or something because it smells terrible. With that, Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing a little as possible. Oh yeah, that's terrible, right? Why, you little brat? Laughed the woman. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact. 5 years had passed since the moment when Kindness' grandmother saved her from the bullies. As is often the way with two stubborn people, the relationships had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurl abuse in equal measure. Karen could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Connie started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kaine lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burnt berry rolling through her belly. Where are you going today? Asked Grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up, surprised. They wouldn't really ask for specifics anymore. Well, I was going to check out the camel trees and see if they were ripe. I thought we would make some jam or something. Oh, and I'm going to pick up some flagstones, so I need to take the wheelbarrow. Flagstones? What are they hell for? Connie stared at her grandmother, then held on and swept in around her home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in a final round. Grandma, a dying cat could chew through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection. The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. Goddamn girl, if a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway. I'm not worried about thieves. I'm worried about shades. People saw one west the village yesterday. The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. Well, shoot. I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about it some other. Grandma, no. If I don't go to the chemistries, we won't eat tonight. You know that. A confused expression pressed across the old woman's face, and for a moment she was a small child lost in a carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. Yes, of course, you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately it seems my mind is. She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to the nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flowered petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. You are going to be a true woman soon, Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls, and more talking about how beautiful you've become. Annoyed, Kine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. You were a beautiful thing, said the old woman, and there ain't another like you in all the world. I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, that's enough. Goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you. Where did you come? Where did that come from? Gee, I wonder. I'll teach you to sass me, girl, yelled the grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kines by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. Grandma, yelled Kine in a quaking voice. Grandma, stop it! What the hell? The old woman started stared at her and blinked, then slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. My nose is itching so much. My nose, I mean. My nose is itching. Jesus Christ. That usually happens when I have some allergy or I'm nervous, and I'm not nervous, or do I have an allergy? So what the fuck? Why is my nose so itchy? Why is my nose like this? Sometimes I wish I didn't have a nose and I was like that bad guy from the wizard books. Oh. I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just... Connie thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old cogger like me. You go get your fruit and your wall and whatnot. I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Kind of roll her eyes, then kiss her grandmother on the forehead and made ready to depart, trying to desperately to ignore the worry that was growing at the walls of her heart. Kanye could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around, she told herself, but in the end the temptation was too great. She spun to her heel for one final look and saw a small, bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. God, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just...
The game's over. The game's over.
Okay, continue. Continue from here. Okay, so what we're going to do now is that we are going to...
My mind has been confusing her with my sister.
To skip
this whole
everything.
time. Here we go.
We're going to skip everything. Okay, let's skip everything. Until you get to... See, I can skip. Stream saved. I can't skip. Dude, I think my computer is going to die very soon if this keeps happening. Because, like, every 3 streams this happens, right? And my computer does not have a... you know that little box that you use to connect your computer? My computer is directly connected to the power thing. To the power output thing. Like, technically, in theory, the font of my computer should take the damage, right? To take the spike in electricity, but fuck. It happens so often. Oh my god, this is going to take a while. Okay, daily life. We are on the second story now. See how fast I can skip everything. How fast can I press? Okay. There we go. Let's go. Okay, separation. That's the one we... What was the last thing I read? Okay. Okay, I think this is where we stop. Penny worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kenneth pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed in on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered around ahead. Tracing its path with a finger, Kane suddenly felt her stomach knot on itself. Oh gods, no. Her grandma's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if it trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma! Grandma! Karen ran then, faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground, but she leapt to her feet and continued running unmindfully through the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kane's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark. Not just fire. Can't be fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt. Her worst suspicion confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on three twisted feet and achieved balance through means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in a random, chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Simkaine, it let out a whir and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into a shimmering, inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing would actually exist. But then the smell would hit her, a bleed of rotted meat and excrement, and the horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kenneth responded with a scream on her own. "Alright, you bastard," she thought as her scream echoed off the high cliffs on them. "It's you or me, let's go." The shade eyed Kaine with amused interest. Then it began looking for her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced towards the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. "Grandma!" At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. "She's alive," thought Kaine. "She's alive." Kaine's legs sprung to life as she glanced across the yard towards the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could glance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a whir, powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. Oh my god, the light is sparkling. The light is sparkling. I hate the electrical system here. Fuck. Shit. Okay, where was I? Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a whir, powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Canning tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars dancing from her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up now! As Kenny struggled to her feet, the shade stomped towards the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of the claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might well have been pushing a mountain. She might as well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground. Her energy spent, Kenny lurched to her feet, only to fall back to earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. One or both of them were totally broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma, hold on. Just a little longer. Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kine pulled herself across the ground with lightning slowness, the distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside its core. Bastard! Laughing at us. She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt that the shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. The shade moved its claws slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clear keeping her alive only to snuff out her life when Kiney was close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill this bastard. Summoning all her strength, Kiney rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backwards, but she forced it into her mind and began to hobble towards the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leaped on the foot that was pinning her grandmother, that pinned her grandmother, and plunged the weapon deep. Give her it back, she screamed. Give her back to me. It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again. Okay, let's take a break. The shade panted laughter again, then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air toward the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kairi never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and set her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small weak voice spoke up. Kaine? Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes clear enough for her to make out the grandmother's hand reaching out for her through the smoke. Grandma? Kaine, you gotta run. You can defeat him. Kaine grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on, we have to go. The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, sleek with blood, slipped with Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no, no! I said, Brown, goddammit. You have to leave. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she would say another word, the shade clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed thickly from gasps in the creature's toes, and the terrible putrid smell assaulted Kane's nose once again. She stared at the food. dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Karen blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and it was gone. Memories flashed through Kane's mind, one after the other, faster and faster, until they became meaningless, jangle of noise. Kane screamed then, a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke from the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept towards its prey. Kane's brow slowly rose, as if controlled by a puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles. Her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident, just moments before took a slow, hesitant step forward, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment, laughing like a mad woman. She leaped into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight were resting on it. Moisty sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? I think it is. I think I'm bleeding to death. No, I can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kanye's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke, the flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation, repeated over and over again. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Kill it, 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 kill it now. As the spark that was kind of slowly began to flicker and die, she felt the desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats. Oh, I accidentally pressed the X button, but that's okay. That wasn't important, the end there. It's not over, by the way. It's still there's still more. Oh wait, I have to fight?
Beast approaches.
Oh, I got it.
Oh really? I have to do a boss fight now? Fuck you, NieR. I hate this game. Let's skip this. You guys know how this goes. Let's skip this. Whatever, dude. I have no patience for this. I'm too high level for you now.
What anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again.
It's everything again.
My sword feels lighter.
It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike him down.
Okay, do your thing. I cannot skip this. Okay, skip that. Now for the final chapter, I think. I thought the other one was a final chapter, but this is actually the chapter. Gently, quickly, softly. The shade Sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped up towards the horizon, stomped along the way below, blah, 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 blah. Couldn't kill it. Sorry, Grandma. Could avenge you. Ashamed beyond imagining, Kane tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge cloud of blood. So much blood, you guys. So much blood. Do you get how much blood is happening? Blood. Uh, it was getting difficult to see. Only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. It's gonna make a clap. It's gonna make clapping a real bitch. Ha! Cried a sudden voice. Ha! Cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally, gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck your eyes out. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. I want that way you can live forever. No, stop. I don't want to live forever. I want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's how you want it. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kenny and smiled. Since you rejected the offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother. Real as life, Kenny opened her mouth to thank the man, but it stopped and the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, thousands of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. Stop, no, don't hurt that picture. Kenny reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture to the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kanye turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother, as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled, then broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried at the dance as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha ha. I look like that? Oh god, oh god. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kinda laid her head back in the mud and smoke of her mud and smoke of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you gonna ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if anything had somehow found a way to take form, as if insanity had somehow found a way to take form. Kaine wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, I wish, like a prayer or something. Why don't you get your own knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me. Haha. Carrie finally resorted to shouting at the voice with her mind. I don't make wishes. They don't come true for me. I'm a curse, a freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Wahaha. Oh god, you are the best. kind of glanced down and saw a black, shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance only crept around her feet and then began moving up towards the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward. Feel the hot, searing pain pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice. Let's go. Katie tried to ignore the voice and concentrate the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're not ready to give up, ready to die, so why not let me have it? Have what? Your body. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused, as if licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with mad, unabated joy. And I want to take her hands and use them to choke the goddamn light out of people. I want to tear their throats and bath in the blood, just like before. In response, Kaine shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of my mind is breaking down about this reading. It's a lot of reading. What is this? Book? Oh my god. This chapter alone is half an hour. I've been reading it for half an hour. This chapter alone. Soon, like, Kaori is going to stream. Oh my god, it's time for Kaori to stream. Jesus, and I'm still reading. Oh my god. Oh, and I think I said I was going to stream with Kaori today. I don't know. Fuck. So the gist of it is that the shade wants Kaine's body, right? But it still lets Kaine in control, but only if Kaine keeps killing. That's the contract, okay? This whole story is to tell that Kaine has a shade, a evil person inside her body that could take over, but they have a contract together, and Kaine needs to keep killing, and that's why Kaine kept fighting with NieR, alongside NieR, because NieR gave her the opportunity to keep killing, to satisfy the hunger of the shade inside her body. Okay, I'm done. I cannot read anymore, and yeah, I need to go to the bathroom. Like, are you a shade? Ha ha ha. Maybe I am. It's like me. Blah blah. Woman touched her brain. Kenny was struck. Blah blah. Mop up first sensation in her life. It was ecstasy. He's making her come right now. She just moaned. Feel good, right? He's like making her come. She's basically rape. This is basically rape. Blah 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 blah. Black lump began to produce from Candice's side. Blah blah blah. A slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop! Blah, blah, rape. And okay, the thing is evil. And she remembers that Grandma said she cannot die. And the rage of the death of her grandmother makes her want to live. Blah 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 blah. Get the hair off my body. And like she managed to take control of her body. That's it. That's the story. That's NieR, everybody. That's NieR. That's NieR. That's NieR. We did it. I read everything.
Alive.
Did you guys see that?
Stay alive.
Did you guys see me reading? Amazing, I know.
You gotta live. You gotta come back to us.
I totally read everything. And now I skip this.
Oh, any
Yes.
This
Okay, whatever. We already saw this in the last time we played this game.
That's
This
people.
It's a we can
no one. You and
people as right.
I'm used to.
We're
Okay, Devil and Popola ban those two from being on the city, inside the city. Okay, I didn't sleep much that night. We saw this. I want to save. Just give me a save point. Yeah, NieR is very edgy. By the way, this is NieR thinking. So even though we are quote unquote like supposedly playing the game at the perspective of Kaine, we still see that part. Okay, whatever. Let's save the game. We did it! We played NieR. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm gonna play this game again to all the endings. If I'm going to watch a YouTube video or something. We're going to see. That's for the future to decide. Next stream is probably going to be a Metal Gear stream. And I might do a art stream again someday. So, till next time, be safe, drink water or whatever, go clean your genitals, you know, I don't know.
The game's over. The game's over.